Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel and the madhouse that is my own during these crazy times. I've been working on this little chunky monkey of a journal, which is not too chunky really, considering you know what I'm normally like, but I thought I'm almost finished, but I thought we'd do a couple of flip out pockets before I then assess whether it needs more or not. But I know I am getting to the end of her. Right, so Amy, Crafty Cat, hello Amy my darling, she's made a new kit, Easter Bonnet. This is a page from there. I'm not going to actually use this page, but I scaled down the image to 5 by 7 inches, and it's the perfect size for me to make fold out pockets. But I'm not using this bit. I was just showing you though, because that was what it's like on white paper. Well, I've printed these on like a much thicker paper, more like a card, a thin cardstock. And I've used 3 images, 3 pages from the Easter Bonnet kit, because I think the colours will go lovely in my colourful journal. So there's this one here. They're all done 5 by 7. This one and this one. Aren't they gorgeous? So what I thought was we'd cut them out, but leave a bit on one side to be our hinge. And yeah, and then there'll be a pocket that we go into from the top, but they'll be flipping out, and yeah, I don't know how they're going to end up entirely, but oh, I am sorry for the background noise, but yeah, I reckon they'll be lovely. So yeah, I've had that little idea. So how are you all? I hope you're all really well and that. We're all fine. I know a few people now that have had the lurgy. That's what I've been calling it, the lurgy. Remember when you was at school? Yeah, so I know a few people have got the lurgy and that. My nephew thinks he might have it. I'm going to need to trim a tiny sliver of that off, and I. Yeah, my nephew thinks he's got it, so he's at home self-isolating. That's better. And yeah, a few people here and there, but on the whole, most people I know are safe and well at the moment, so that's something to really be positive about, and I hope you lot are too. We're still on lockdown. I had a little tidy up of my back garden, because we moved here, as some of you know, day before Christmas Eve. So yeah, it was all winter and the garden was absolutely diabolical. It was still wouldn't win any prizes, but we're getting there because we've had some nice days. Well, it ain't been warm, but some days when the sun has been out, and it makes you want to be outside, don't it? So we had a little tidy up of the garden last week. And yeah, I sat out there earlier today with my daughter. Olivia had a little kick around with the ball. So yeah, it's nice to just be able to get out of the house, even if it is only to your own back garden. Because my other daughter, she lives in a flat with no garden, with 3 kids. She's waiting to be rehoused. And it's much harder when you're at home in a flat with 3 kids, and to get them out for a little bit of fresh air, you've got to carry them down 3 flights of stairs. Well, carry the littlest one down 3 flights of stairs, being careful that the 3-year-old is alright. Lily's 9, so she's alright up and down the stairs, but yeah, the others, one's got to be carried, one's got to be like carefully walked with. Oh, excuse me, I do apologise, I had to stop for the phone. I'll cut that bit. Yeah, it's really hard like me and Jamie don't live together, and so we had to make that decision on what we're going to do. And yeah, so for lockdown at the minute, can't see each other, which is hard. Like before that, we was, but yeah, now can't do it, can ya? So we're having to just chat on the phone and that, or FaceTime, same as what I'm doing like with the grandkids, just FaceTiming and that. I've got 2 here, but yeah, the other 3 I've just got to do the same as with Jamie, FaceTiming, and yeah, just chit-chatting, just trying to be as close as possible while distances are imposed on us. So yeah, it's not hard, but you have to make the best of it, don't you? I mean, it's not easy. No, it's not hard. So I'll just ink around these few and be right back. So I'm going to score down this line, and if I know what I've done with my scoreboard, that there it is. I thought put it somewhere handy and then forgot where I'd put it. So I'm going to score down these because this is going to be our hinge, and then when that will be the bit that's stuck on the page, the hinge, which I can cover with trim of some sort, and then this bit will be folded and be our pocket. So just going to line it up to the hinge and put a nice sharp crease in there for our pocket. And so yeah, I hope you're all managing to not go stir crazy indoors, like when, or that you're not driving each other up the wall because you can't have no time away from each other. So I know that some people find it really hard. I know that in one town, I think it was somewhere in China, they said the divorce rate had jumped up by something like 40%, something really ridiculously high, because because of the lockdown, and people are suddenly realising, I can't stand the sight of ya. Sorry, I know it ain't funny for them, but that really did make me laugh, because I thought some of these people have probably been married donkey's years, but both got full-time jobs, or one's got a full-time job, the other one's a stay-at-home mum or dad or what have you. And I thought, I wasn't that funny, you know, like the first time in years where they've had to spend ages together, and yeah, they're driving each other up the wall. So what I'm doing now, this ain't the page, I don't think I'm going to stick this on this page. And I've got something stuck to me that won't go away. I was just seeing that they're not too big for this book, and they're not. Look, I've got loads of pages they could fit on. So yay me, they're going to be all right. So for the minute, I'm going to pop this to one side, and I'm going to fold this over so I can ink along that edge. I do apologise for the background noise, it sounds all a bit mental in the next room. I don't know what's going on in my front room at all, other than I can hear the kids and I can hear my son telling them not to do something, so I don't know what one of them's doing. Just as I was going to turn the camera on, it sounded like they was doing impressions of Chewbacca. I could hear like that weird noise. I can't do it. But yeah, that Chewbacca noise, I could hear that. God knows what they're playing at. But yeah, we done a little thing, me and Olivia, this morning. She's just coming up to 3. She'll be 3 in a few months' time. We did that thing where you paint a rainbow. I'll tell you more about it in a sec. I'm just going to say that before I stick these together, so that the pocket is, nothing comes out. I've made a couple of these little tabs. I'm going to show you what I did. I've got 2 ready, and I thought I'll make one on camera, because I'm going to stick them in there, and then something can dangle at the bottom. So it's 2 inches by 1.5 inches, and I score at 3/4 of an inch. And you can always just do these and cut a couple of little nicks out in any way that you wanted to, or you could use, if you've got a corner rounder, you could use that to just round the corners. I use my envelope punch board, and I'm going to push that edge up to that bit there, and then I'm going to flip it over and push the other edge up to that bit there as well, just lining it up with the inside of that bit that goes in there from that what marks the score guide. I'll go right up to the bottom of that pointy bit, and it just gives a nice little shape. But yeah, like I said, if you ain't got punch board, you can do it however you want, can't you? It's any little shape would look rather cool, I think, popping out the bottom. So I've inked like that, and I've got the other 2 done, sort of done, half done. Right, let's bring them in here. And I'll punch. Got my old punch, and I'm just lining up so it's about like that. So yeah, me and Olivia painted little rainbow this morning that I'm going to stick up in my kitchen window, because I spoke to my other grandkids yesterday, and they'd done that like a couple of days before. And when you go out for your little hour constitutional, because you're allowed out, ain't you, for an hour's exercise, like a little walk or a run or whatever. So when you go out, the kids, if you've got kids, can spot the rainbows in the windows, you know. So there's loads of people across the UK that are doing this with their children. And then, yeah, when they take them out for a walk, they can count how many rainbows in the windows, or you can, I don't know, walk round and, yeah, just see how many you can find, and that, see what one you think's the best one. You know, it's just something to make it a little bit fun for the kids in these times when it's all a bit rubbish, isn't it? When, like, they're not at school and all of that. So all I'm going to do is stick this in here, and when it's folded in, obviously this is going to be coming out at the bottom of the page, and when it's out. So I really love these papers, and yeah, I didn't want to lose anything of how she'd done them, you know. I didn't want to print them as A4 and then lose all the loveliness. So yeah, it's so easy to just scale them down to a size that you want, and yeah, I think they're really gorgeous. So we're going to stick in our first little thingy. And oh, I'll put it over a little touch, that, and then we can stick down our pocket. Right. And yeah, I just thought these make nice little flippy out pocket for a nice tag or journaling card. Yeah, that is our first one. Right, so we've got number 1. That way up. Yeah, that way up. So I'm going to put this one more in the middle. And I've done a couple of little tabs like this going up the side pages in this journal that I'm working on. But I just thought we'll do these at the bottom, and then yeah, you've got a nice little, you can hang something, a nice little dangle of some sort coming out the bottom of your book. Right. And so yeah, we're going to go for a little walk in a bit, and when we do, Olivia can spot the rainbows like the ones she's made, you know, give her a little bit of a fun thing, tell her to look out to see if we can see any. And I do know there is some about, because before we did it, my daughter mentioned that when she went out the other day for a little walk, she saw some little ones in the window, but she didn't know what it was about, and then my other daughter told us, so that's what we're going to do. I just think it's nice that there's these things that are happening up and down the country. It was like on Thursday where they said to clap for the NHS at 8 o'clock on Thursday night. I think it's going to be a regular thing each week, and it's for like anyone, like the whole of the NHS, from porters and receptionists and things up to like chief doctors and like professors and whatnot, you know, your heads of departments and everything, just to clap and that as a country. Give them a big round of applause, let them know that we're thinking of them. I'll tell you what, it was really moving. We went out on the doorstep on Thursday night, started clapping, and you could hear, where there's not a lot of traffic on the roads and everything, you can hear it, like, for the sound really travels. A few people let off fireworks at 8 o'clock, and like you could hear, it seemed like loads and loads of people was out on their doorstep doing the same thing. And then, like, yeah, later on in the news, it was actually that it went on up and down the whole country, and I thought that was fabulous. Right, so what I'm going to do now on these gorgeous, gorgeous pockets is put some trim and bling them up a little bit. But what I think I want to do, because I did think of stuff coming off of this side, right, because we've already got a little tab at the bottom. But then I thought it's going to fold back in, and it could make it too bulky near the spine, like inside of your pages, and yeah, get bunched up and creased up and stuff like that. So then I thought, if I've got my leaf trims, I could take it starting on one side of our flipping out pocket, and then just carry right onto the other side, and something like that, you see. So I thought something like that would be quite cool. Don't know whether these are a bit too big. I've got smaller size ones, but not in gold. But let's see, I quite like that. I think though, right, I'd want it to start going with my leaves going up that way, like that. Don't need it that long. Let's see. Right, that is plenty. So if I trim just below, just here, above that leaf, so then I've got a little bit of stem to work with on this one. I don't know what the kids are playing in that. Well, Olivia. Levi's quiet as a little mouse. Sometimes you hear him chuckle or cry, don't you? But a lot of the times he's just smiling. That's his little thing. He'll just sit and smile. Whereas she's at the age where they make more noise. Right. Oh, just like that. Oh, sorry. Right. Oh, I do like that. And then put this on here. It's much better to work on. And let's see. Am I going up there like that? I think I am. Right. Let's just get it in the position that I want it. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. That little one. And just curving it up like that. Remembering that is our hinge. But I really like that so far. So that's one down, two to go. I really did fancy the gold on this one, but I do know that it is a bit big on this size page. And I've got silver ones as well, and them leaves are big. I'll have to find some smaller ones. I know I've got different colours, but yeah, I'll have to find them, and they've got a bit different colour but small. Okay, so I've got these lovely blue. I think we'll start here this time. Like that. And I may cut that one, yeah. I think this one, I want it going up the side like this. And I want the same on the other side. So I'm going to snip that there. And do this side. And these are so lightweight and so like not bulky at all, that they're not going to add too much to the inside of the book once they're folded in. These flip out pages, once they're folded back in again, that isn't going to add hardly anything to the bulk, which is good news, because it's not a very big journal and these ain't great big pages. So it sounds like a complete madhouse in there. And what have I just cut? Oh yeah. I cut and I didn't think it would come apart, but it was because it was just caught. Right. Yep, that'll be fine, just popping out from the top. And so yeah, if you're out and about, if you're in the UK and out and about, see if you can spot any rainbows, or get your kids or grandkids to do it as well. You can put the little painting in the window. Olivia really enjoyed it. Oh, and that's it. Yep, I love that. And the last one, this orangey colour that is really cool. I'm going to put purple. I'm going to go for it. And go from that side. And then maybe come in. Right. Right, let's see. Coming from that corner, I think, going up there, and then just maybe wrapping around, going up towards the top. So Yeah, see if you can spot any rainbows. It's hard, like, doing stuff with them. My eldest daughter said she'd finally received schoolwork from the school, but she said there's hardly anything there. Enough to last her daughter a couple of days, not weeks. But luckily, my eldest daughter's really good with things like that. She'd already been doing stuff because, unfortunately, my eldest granddaughter was off a couple of weeks before the lockdown because she had tonsillitis, and so she couldn't go to school. But even then, my eldest daughter was doing schoolwork with her. When it was International Women's Day, she got her to find on the internet on her own 15 women that she thought was inspirational, and then write a paragraph about each one. And considering that my granddaughter was only 9, I thought that was quite like sort of an advanced thing to do. But oh, she loved it. She lapped it up. And they've done loads of stuff. They've done like learning about all different countries. They've done loads of cooking and art and maths. She is brilliant with things like that. So we're not concerned at all about Lily's lack of education at the moment, because there is no lack. She is on fire with my daughter setting loads of work for her. So the only thing that you do be concerned about is that they will miss their friends. It's a long time, isn't it, for them to not see their little schoolmates and that. And family as well. It's a long time to not see each other, but at least we can FaceTime and everything. But oh, it is long. I miss them like mad. I really do. But I can't complain. All of us are healthy, and that's the main thing, isn't it? I'm just mitering these only because it is going to be covered, this hinge. I will put some trim on the page, and I'm just used to doing it like that in case it's a full length, goes the full length of the page. It probably won't. Right, so we want to put some little dangles on the bottom. So, oh, and I want to do a bit more decorating. I found a couple of things that are already done. Right, I don't know what that noise is that they're making now. Right, I've got more of this. Got some little tassels. I'm just looking here. What? Right, I've got that. I had another little thing. Oh, here it is. One of these flowers that I'd already put the fluff around the back, and then I forgot to use it. So I thought that could go on one of them. Hang on, that's the top. I need the bottoms. I do like that. I'm just going to shut the door. And I could do one of them like scrunchy thingies, but like I said with the other things, I don't want it too bulky. Although I could do that on nearer to that side. Right, let me grab me bits and pieces. Right, so I've got a couple of flat back gems in here that I think maybe, not sure whether it's a big one or a small one. Like, not right small. Look, they're not tiny. Like, with a bit of this, I think the bigger one, I can't pick it up. Like with a bit of that smushing out from behind somewhere. I like the idea of that. Right. And like I said, we don't want too much bulk going inside. Like, so if it's on the hinge or towards the hinge, once the page has gone in, that will be the furthest bit towards the edge, putting the bulk there, rather than if I do more coming off here, that's all got to be folded into the book. So I know these bits down the bottom have as well, but I'm trying to sort of work out where they will sit most comfortably. Now I'm thinking I have got little lucky bands that I could put one round there. Let's have a look if it don't make it too bulky. Well, I thought I did have, can't find them. So I'm going to go without. I'm just going to smush it together with my fingers. I know I'll get stuck up to the eyeballs, but it don't matter. And then position it there. A bit up, because I'm going to want my flat back gem that I don't know what I've done with on top of it. So I'm just going to have to pick out another one like that. Oh, I like the oval one better. Right, I'm going to get all the glue on the oval one and then smush it down, and it should be cool. Didn't do that. I used some of this the other day, and last time I saw Jamie it was, and then he came round and he went, "Have you put all glitter makeup on?" And I said, "No." He went, "Your face is really sparkly." And yeah, I had all little bits of this glitter that had come off, and then I've touched my face, and yeah, it was all over me. But yeah, he said it was like one of them, you know, where they like shine up with a special light and you see all the germs that's everywhere. He said it was like that, my whole face. He thought it was like a coronavirus detector and I'm covered in it. Right. I like that. And that would be folding in and out. Needs a little bit more glue onto the bottom. Otherwise that ain't going to hold. Right, and I'm just going to clip that on there so I haven't got to keep holding it myself. I could do with a bit of a tighter grip, so I'll clip this one on there. That's it. Right, that'll ping off in a minute. And I've got this one all ready to go, so that I'm going to put there. Oh, and there we go, all ready. Love that. And I won't do bulkiness on both sides because then it'd just be ridiculous. But yeah, something good on one side I think is quite cool, and they've got a nice good pocket. I'm sure this don't really have any bulk at all. I've got a better bit though. They've already got those. So I think I'm gonna grab a something else, a flower maybe. These are cool. I ain't used one of these for a while. And look, I've got a lovely long tassel. It's still in the cellophane. Hang on, come out. I've got to gently get it out now, that's it. Oh, look at that. How gorgeous is that? Right. Instant decision. I saw that. I've got like a jewellery box that the kids bought me years ago. It's metal. It's got all elephants on it. And when you open it up, it's got compartments that go like that and like that. And I keep all the little bits and bobs like this in there, and so they're so easy to find. All the bits that I pick up, like necklaces, sets of earrings that I know I could take apart, all sorts of things like that, I keep in there. And yeah, my tassels, well, some of them. But yeah, I think that is lovely. Might need a bit more glue under the bottom. Right, and that can hold that there. Just while we sort out our, that'll be drying out, our little charms. So fancy maybe using one of these. I do like that green. and this orange, but I'm only going to use one, so let's think. I'll use the orange one. Right. And I've got a little angel to go on another one. And then I thought I have got these little coins from my lovely friends IKEA. Look, I've got gold ones and silver ones. They're lovely, but I've used a couple of them on the sides in the journal, so I think I might use one of these. I've used them on the covers, a couple of them, but I can still use another one on the bottom here. I think that might look nice. And so let's grab jump rings and our pliers. We'll get them on, and then we've got to stick them in the book and stick the trim to cover our hinge, and then we're all good to go really. I just need to stick tags in the top, so I'm sure I can just do the tags maybe at the end or maybe after, we'll see. Right. And I just think these are really lovely. I really love these colours. The kit is called Easter Bonnet. But and so there are images like there's the ones with the ladies, like I showed you at the beginning. I haven't printed off the old kit yet. I just wanted these pages for now. But I will do, because they are really lovely and so versatile. But yeah, there were like tags and journaling cards and whatnot with and pages with Easter images and that, like or Easter related images. Oh, where's that thing? I should say, yeah, Easter related. So you've got like bunnies and whatnot, little chicks, lovely little chickadees, and yeah, things like that. So it really is cute. But yeah, if you don't want to use them bits, look at these beautiful pages, you know, and in one of like these journals that do have a lot of colour, oh, they're just perfect for them. Right. And so our 3 pages or fold out pockets have now got charms on. So I'll grab the journal and then we'll put some trims. Right, so I've sorted out my book again and saved page or pages where I want these to go. So this one's going to go in here. I'm folding it out. So I'm going to have it coming in that way, and so my hinge is going to be stuck on this side, and I'm going to cover that with trim. Right. So I'll try and get that to hold that in place a little bit. Make sure I've got it the right way up, because that would be a bummer, wouldn't it? Sticking it in, it's upside down. Right, and making sure I get the glue on the right side, which will be the inside, but I don't want it all on that. So I'm going to carefully fold that over a minute, get my glue on it. Right. And right. I need to pull it just a tad nearer to the edge. I've pushed it down a bit. Right. And I've caught that bit, so is that bit, but right. That is it. That is how I want it going that way. And then opening out like that. And this side, I'm thinking maybe that. I haven't used none of this trim, I don't think, in this journal. And I do really like it, so I think that will be perfect to just cover the hinge, make it look pretty. And then we'll be pretty much finished. I can stick some tags in there and we'll be done. And they do look really nice. Right. Look at that near the edge. Right. So I can put a bit more glue on the edge here. And if you wanted to, you could even leave it a bit so that it's a bit of a tuck spot as well. Something just held in carefully like that. If you wanted to, that is. And then so that is our lovely pocket. I think I'm going to take that top leaf off because it will always fold in. Do you know, like what I was saying? Bits will catch and that will always fold in and be annoying. What I might do now I've cut it off, I might change the angle of it and stick it down. I think I like that idea. Right, make sure I've got the up bit facing up, because it was flapping a bit, whereas I can reposition it and stick it down perfectly so that it will not move. Right. Okay, so that is our page. That will fold in like that. I'm just going to leave it folded out a minute so the glue doesn't dry on here. I could put something in between for a sec. So, I know I'm going to do that. Yeah. I'll just put that there, just to make sure that that don't stick right down. And I can undo that and we'll go to the next one, and it's this one, and I'm going to have that on this page. So let's move our unicorn, get our pocket where we want it, nice and central. We'll push it down towards the bottom a little bit, and that is going to stick like that. And it's just something, adds a little bit more extra interest, folding in and out and that. Just a little change. Right. And what are those kids doing? Crazy noises coming from my front room. Oh dear. Right. Not much more to do now, so let's see. Right, that one, it doesn't take long at all really, does it? Like if you was just doing one, I would have been done and dusted ages ago, wouldn't I? But I wanted one for each signature. Oh, look what I've just done. I've just sliced a bit off that page. Carefully. Take that like that. Let's see. Yep, that's alright now. I'll have another look at it in a minute. But I really like that. That's done. And let's go to our final one. Where is it? There it is. On the yellow page. And I'm going to have that like that. So get the glue on here, and I've got some other sparkly trim to cover this hinge on here. So I want that just there. And I've got some blue sparkle to go over that. So
there's a bit of lid there.
Is there? Yeah. Oh, I do apologise. Thank you, sweet pea. Go on, go back in the other room.
No.
Yeah, go in the front room.
No.
Please, I won't be a minute. Right. So, there we go.
I'm ready.
I'm going to take that out now. And let's just grab a bit of cardstock just to show you the rough idea. This will be made into a tag. They'll go in there. I could have maybe like some trim coming out the top so that it gives more fluffiness out of the top. But that is how I'm going to do it. But yeah, I'm not going to do the tags now because I've got a little one down by the side of me. I don't know what she's doing or where her mum's gone. So I'm going to call that a day. I think that'll probably be it for this journal. So I'll do a flip through soon. What will be happening though is I'm not going to have anything for sale for now until the restrictions are lifted a bit, or I might do, but my postage, instead of being like normally, I would say between like 3 to 5 days maximum ever. I normally post on the very next day, but because of what's going on at the minute, you're supposed to only go out if you really need to, so I can only post on a day that I need to go out and do shopping as well, or pick up my medication as well, you know. So yeah, I might list it, but the postage will be a bit longer than normal.
Stop saying.
But thank you very much for watching. I hope you're all safe and well at home. I love you all loads. Bye for now. Bye.